Hello, everyone. Coach Martha here from Inspire Davie. I have Dr. Marty Nalda from Inspire Lake Nona and Dr. Donna Ponteriero from Inspire Nutley. And we are here to talk about this month. September is self-improvement month. And so we want to give you 5 tips on how to get started today to improve your body, your mind, your soul, your emotions, all of the above that we all deal with on a daily basis. So 5 tips. We can't wait to get started. Tip number 1 is get more sleep. Super important, right, Dr. Marty?
Oh my goodness. Yes. I feel this one this morning. I was out late with my family last night, and this morning has been tough. And it gives you the importance of getting enough rest for your body so your body could heal, so you could do all of the things that you need to do the next day. And it's interesting because most adults, even though we think we could get away with 4 or 5 hours of sleep, the majority of adults need between 7 and 9 hours of sleep for good metabolic function and good healing of the tissues. Your body heals while you rest. So if you find that you're feeling really worn out, set better sleep habits. And that's something that you could do all by yourself. You don't have to go to a coach. You don't have to go to a program. You don't have to do anything, but you could set a regular time that you go to bed every night. And usually that, a good time for a good circadian rhythm for adults is typically around 10:30, which sounds really super duper early for most of us grown-ups. But that is the reality of what your body needs, especially if you commute to work and you have to be up at 6 or 5:30 in the morning.
Dr. Marty, you said 10:30 at night. And I know that as I get older, by the time I sit down to watch TV, I fall asleep. I'm asleep by 10:30. But, I want to bring up a point. There's some people that feel like they don't really require much sleep, as you both know. I'm an early riser. I don't sleep much, but I can tell you that I feel it. I feel the difference between when I really try and focus and get 6, 7, 8 hours of sleep a night. My body functions better. You may think that you feel rested on 4 or 5 hours of sleep, but truly your body is not. Your body can sometimes go into let's call it like a crisis mode and just continue to function. And then all of a sudden, boom, you're so tired. You can't get up and go. It's so important to get good sleep. And, lights out, 10:30. And that means phones off, make your room dark, TV off, and just quiet your mind. Once you quiet your mind, you'll get some really, really good sleep.
Yeah.
If you're having trouble sleeping, there's tons of stuff on YouTube that will help you to relax and get to sleep. Because there's quite a few people that struggle with that. Wouldn't you agree, Coach Martha?
Yeah, I'm the very opposite as you, Donna. I'm a night owl. I am not a morning person. I'm chugging my coffee right now.
These guys know that I'm up at like 4:30 in the morning, ungodly
Not
hours.
me.
But
Listen, I've been I wish I was that person because I could get so much more done, to be honest, but I am not. I struggle. One of the things that I do to get myself to go to sleep, because I'm a midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning person to go to sleep. But I need to have my 7 to 8 hours. If I don't, I feel it the next day and I'm completely unproductive. It's crazy. But what I do is I diffuse lavender oil. I also put lavender oil in the bottom of my feet to help me relax. Spray your sheets with nice lavender smelling stuff that helps you relax. And also, I have a sleep meditation app that I use through one of the apps that I use. I'm not going to mention names, but if you want to know, just call me. That helps me. It's like 5, 10, 15-minute meditation. I use whichever one I feel like I need that day. I may need just 5. I may need just 15 minutes. But those things help me. I also do some reading, and sometimes that puts me to sleep. So find those things that will help you go to sleep. There's a lot of correlation with not sleeping and weight gain. And so we are experts at losing weight. That is definitely number 1. It's super important, guys. Start working on that tonight. So number 2, Take 15 minutes a day for yourself. That can mean so many different things. For me, that means working out. That is my place. First thing in the morning, I go and I work out. We're going to talk about that a little bit later, but that's my more than 15 minutes, but that's my time. What do you guys do for your 15 minutes?
Usually, you talked about the meditation, and that's what I do. If I feel like my mind is very chaotic, I try to spend 15 minutes in prayer or meditation, or just, put on some soothing music, kind of like what we have in our Zen out light rooms. And literally that, certain frequencies will help you calm down. Certain wavelengths will just help you relax. There's sounds. And those 15 minutes, usually I spend them in appreciation, actually, because a lot of times when, when you take your time and you become grateful for each and every little thing that you have. And sometimes it's a simple thing like, oh, I am so grateful that traffic was easy on the way to the office this morning. You know what? That's something to be grateful for. And so sometimes when you can't think of anything else, you start finding, everything's gone wrong this morning. No, it hasn't. There's always something that can settle you down, help you kind of center yourself.
Yeah.
And ground yourself. And that's usually what I do to take those 15 minutes is I just kind of shut out the world, focus on me and on the gratitude that I have for everything around me. That's what I do.
Awesome.
Well, I have to tell you, I started at 15 minutes and you guys know I'm always super busy with family and different events and running an office, but I started with 15 minutes. Now I take more than 15 minutes. My day starts out first thing in the morning, my coffee's brewed. I could smell it as I'm getting up. But I take that first half an hour in the morning for myself. I do much like you, Dr. Marty, I do my prayer, my meditation in the morning. I kind of set my day up, how it's going to go at that time. And that's my quiet time. Nobody talks to me. Nobody's asking me questions. I don't have to do anything. And it really puts like a sense of, this is for me. And there's days I can't do it and my day is thrown off. And I'll have to be honest with you again. I take another 15 minutes in the afternoon because and you have to decide when you feel is the best time to do that time for yourself. Because I feel I need something to recenter me in the afternoon. Your day gets hectic. Your day gets chaotic. You don't know what's going to be thrown to you, and sometimes you need to just take a step back and say, I need 15 minutes for myself. It's not unusual that I go into my office and close the door and tell the girls, hey, I just need 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And that's important. That really helps you physically and emotionally. How does it help you physically? When you're under stress, it can increase your blood pressure. When you're under stress, it increases your cortisol levels. Cortisol causes weight gain. So taking that few minutes can make a difference in how your body functions and how your metabolism functions. So if you can take 15 minutes, great. If you could take a half an hour, great. Take something.
Yeah.
Take something to center yourself and get yourself to you, to where you want to be.
Dr. Donna, you're using the word take. That word is an action word.
Yeah.
You got to take action. You have to. And when you guys are talking, what is coming through my mind, which is something that I had to work on, was creating boundaries. Creating those boundaries around you, no matter what is going on around you, whether you have 4 kids, whether you have a husband or not, or you have, a lot of work to do, whatever it may be, creating those boundaries that you put yourself first, you take care of yourself, you do those things to put yourself in a position of success all around. Because I tell you, when you take those 15 minutes, it makes a huge difference. And that's perfect for our number 3. Our number 3 is positive self-talk. And man, let me tell you that the saying, we are our worst enemies. I see that every single day in our centers. People, we're really good at tearing ourselves down. saying, having all these mental gymnastics and all these different things that happen, especially when we feel like we are not happy with the way that we look, with our weight and all of these things, you know, those thoughts starts going on, and we adopt them and we actually believe them, you know. So positive self-talk is something that I do on a daily basis. You know, it's almost like affirmations and things that I call into existence, that Martha, you got this, you can do this, you're strong, you're bot, you know, because we all have strengths and weaknesses that we're working on, right? So positive self-talk is huge.
Yeah, I know that the first time that I ever heard about positive self-talk, because it sounds so hokey. You're like, say nice things to yourself, and you're like,
Yeah.
huh? Really? But I mean, even plants grow better when you talk nicely to them.
Yes.
It's incredible, right?
I mean, think the
Crazy.
power of words, the power
Yes.
of your thoughts, and you become whatever you say to yourself over and over and over again. So if you wouldn't say it out loud to somebody, and if you wouldn't say it to your child in love, and if you wouldn't say it, to your parent in respect, then probably you shouldn't be thinking it about yourself in your mind. And I think it's worse with women. I think we tear ourselves down so much from a place of never being enough. And you know what? I think we are enough.
Yeah.
I think most of us are doing the absolute best we can, and that has to be enough in the now, because you could always do better, but today you're enough for what you need to do. And sometimes sometimes that's all you could say nicely to yourself. You know what? This is all I can do today, and that's okay.
Yeah.
But even that sort of gives you permission to love yourself a little bit more. And the more you love yourself, the better you treat yourself in other areas of your life. So that's one of the things that's very important to myself, for me to do well.
Yeah, Dr. Marty, you brought up some great points. The words that we speak in our head, if we cannot say those words to anybody else, then we shouldn't be saying it to ourselves. I find a lot of the clients that come in here, and mostly women, we are so stressed. We are the captains of our ship, but you have to be kind to yourself. You put your clothes on in the morning, you look in the mirror and say, oh my God, I look fat. I look terrible. No, you don't look fat. You don't look terrible. I look good for today, but you know what? I can look better. How are you going to do that? That is, I mean, it's important. It's important to say, this is what I am now. How are you going to better yourself?
Yeah.
Positive self-talk, so important. Don't talk negatively to yourself. You don't want your child to do that. You don't want your parent to do that. It helps your emotions. If you're talking negatively to yourself, you're going to feel depressed.
Yeah.
Many people emotionally eat when they're depressed. It's a vicious cycle.
Yeah.
So when you change how you speak to yourself, you can break that cycle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
you know what? We are very great at exercising grace with everybody else, and allowing certain things with everybody else, but we're not with ourselves. And we need to do that to ourselves, for ourselves, because we're worth it. We're worthy of being our own cheerleader. We really, really are. And believe me, I had to work on that 100%. 100% had to work on that.
I work on that daily.
Yeah.
Daily.
Yeah.
And listen, men do too. Men have a lot of stress, as providers of the family, as all sorts of things that are put on them, and they have to go out there and produce. I think about my husband all day long. He, the things that he does, he has to have a lot of self-confidence to do what he does. And they don't always do, but they have to. You got to show up. It's super important. Talking about showing up, number 4, move your body. My absolute favorite. I have no problems doing that. I love working out. I work out hard every single day. That is my safe place, my spot in my house that I love to dwell for hours if I could. So move your body. So important to move your body for so many reasons, just so many reasons, right?
Yeah. And, not being a person that loves to work out, there's always, we talk about it. And I think when we were discussing what topics to talk about today, you said exercise. And I was like, that's a scary word. Let's talk about moving your body, because no matter what level of fitness you are, you can move your body more, regardless of where you're starting. So, everybody talks about counting steps. One of the main ways to maintain weight loss or to maintain your body weight is getting enough steps in the day. So that whole 10,000 steps thing is real. And that's not exercise, because you could do that by just making little habits during the day. Get up and stretch in between your hours and hours of sitting at a desk. One of the things that I tell my clients is right before you get in the shower, do 15 squats and 15 sit-ups and a minute of planking, in your bathroom, butt naked, before you get in the shower. Everybody has 3 minutes. Everybody has 3 minutes.
Yeah.
And if that's all you can do, then you know what? You did something more than you did yesterday.
Yeah.
So move your body. If you have problems with your knees or with your feet or with your hips, you can do chair exercises. And there's so many good sequences and ideas out in the internet now that really there's zero excuse to find something that will work for you, even if you start at 5 minutes a day.
Even if you're watching TV, like
Yeah.
you can be Netflixing.
Yep.
Yeah.
And moving your body, do some high
Absolutely.
knees. It
Yeah.
doesn't have to be a big production like me. It can be along your day. Go for it, right?
I can take I can take exercise or leave it, but I'm one of those people that can't sit still. So my steps are beyond 10,000 a day. Even when I'm relaxing, I'm constantly moving, as you ladies know.
Yes.
But look, as people who run households and things like that, and busy people, you got to go to the grocery store, you got to go to the mall or shopping or whatever. Don't take that spot in the beginning in the close. Park as far as you can. When you're done grocery shopping, don't leave your cart there. Walk it back. Those are extra steps. Those are extra things that you could do. All these little things that we want to park close for convenience. You know what? You take the elevator. We've all heard these before. We talked about take as an action word. Take those
Be
little
intentional.
steps. Yeah.
The intention.
Be
Right. And
intentional.
that's what I was thinking about, being intentional about it. Throughout the day, just get it in. Get it in. It
Yeah.
all adds up. It really does. All right. And number 5, make dun dun dun. I have to do that.
This is a tough one for a lot of people.
The 5th and final, make better food choices.
And you know what? Everybody's like, I don't know what to eat. And yes, you do. You might not know exactly what you need to do to lose a certain amount of weight. You might not know exactly how to take 20, 30, 40, 50 pounds off, consistently. And that's what we do. That's our specialty. So we can definitely help you with that. But that you should not be having dessert every meal.
Yeah, or every night, ice cream.
Or every night.
Yeah.
That you should be drinking your water every day.
Mhm.
You know that fried foods are not good for you. So whenever, again, you have to make intentional changes and take action for yourself. You have to hold yourself accountable. You know what? I'm going to save that for Friday night when I'm on my date night, and make better choices the rest of the week.
Yeah.
I'm going to, swap out that mashed potato for mashed cauliflower today. I'm still going to put butter and cream in it, but I'm going to swap out the carb. So make better choices. And there's usually a better choice that could be made very easily.
Yeah. You know where the better choices really start? When you're doing your grocery shopping.
Yeah.
If you know you're triggered by a box of Cheez-Its, well, don't buy it. Don't buy them. It's just that simple. You have kids in the house? Yeah. Okay. You know what? The kids like the Cheez-Its. You buy them something better. I had a client that was in yesterday. Husband and wife are doing our program. And they had a 3-year-old little girl that was very, very picky. And I was chatting with them and they said to me, you know, Dr. Donna, guess what our daughter's doing? Eating vegetables. She never ate vegetables. She only ate snacks that they would buy. They stopped buying the snacks. These food choices are going to trickle down to your children, to your family. So if you think you're making these better food choices just for yourself, it's for your whole family. Imagine your whole family healthy and not getting to, and your children not getting to the point that you're at by you helping them make these food choices.
Yeah. You know, we only live once, right? And our input is our output, and it's a cycle like that. And, you know, I know that all of us want to live our life happy and feeling well. And, you know, being able to do the things that makes our heart happy, and things that bring joy to our lives. And if there's certain things that don't, and you know that they don't, take action. It is okay for you to do this. It is okay for you to do this for yourself. It is okay. It's okay for you to take care of your children. It's okay to take care of your job. It's okay to take care of your husband or your wife or your partner. It's okay to do all that. But it's also okay for you to put yourself first and take care of yourself. Because the minute that you don't, and you're in a place that you can't, then you can't take care of everybody else. That is the truth. That is the truth. So September, self-improvement month. Take action. Be intentional. Sit down and just lay out your day and say, well, every day I do this, I do that. I can put it in 15 minutes of meditation or prayer here. Before I go to bed, I can do, you know, a couple of jumping jacks or whatever it may be. Just start it. Get those wheels going. If you watch this, by this time, I'm sure you watched this and you're hearing this, and you've done something, you've implemented something in your life that's helping you, reach out to us. Let us know. We want to know. We want to make sure that these videos are making an impact in people's lives, that you hear that you are not alone, that we all have gone through this in one way, shape, or another, and we still are, right? So, guys, thank you for watching. Inspire Weight Loss, Inspire Weight Loss Davy, Lake Nona, Nutley, Dr. Marty, Dr. Donna, Coach Martha. We are here to help you with your goals. 5 tips is just the beginning. There's so much more. So for more information, you can give us a call, 954-837-8811. We will send you the right direction to the right center for you. We also have Inspire Franchise. So if you want to join us and in our mission to spread health and wellness and bring the heart of Inspire to your community, also reach out to us, okay? Have a fantastic day. Till next time.